Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another Pick a Card video. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and for today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be digging into your January 2021 general prediction. It's so crazy, you guys. I can't believe that we're already talking about January and 2021. I feel like the year has just flown by so fast. You guys will probably see this video is being uploaded a little earlier than I normally would. This is just due to like holidays and travel and busyness and all that kind of stuff, okay? So in this video, you guys, we're gonna just get a snapshot of where your current energy is taking you as we navigate through the month of January 2021. So this will give you just some energies, events, people of significance that may present themselves to you as you navigate throughout this month. We'll also have plenty of guidance and advice being provided throughout this reading as well. So just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this reading is not like intended to be your destiny. The future is never set in stone. This is just showing you kind of a snapshot of where you're headed energetically based off of your current energy. So keep that in mind. You guys can always change up your actions or change up your energy, and you can end up with a totally different outcome. So if you see something you don't like in this reading, don't fret. Again, you're not, destined to that. You're not glued to that forever, right? You can always change it. These readings are also general in nature, you guys, so just remember to take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't. If you do want to book a personal, you guys can check the description box down below for the info on how you can do that. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our card selection. So starting here on the left, we've got pile 1, which is some rose quartz, pile 2, which is some opalite, pile 3, which is some clear quartz, and pile 4, which is some smoky quartz. So let's take a deep breath. Think about the month of January. And whenever you're feeling ready, let's go ahead and choose the card or crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively guided to. Timestamps will be linked down below so that you can fast forward to your reading. Hey there, group number 1. So if you guys chose this rose quartz heart, let's go ahead and see what is coming in for you guys in the month of January. All right, so we start off with death and rebirth. We have the message of the King of Wands. All right, and then we have the message of the Six of Swords. All right, so these are going to represent kind of your timeline that you're headed through as you move through the month of January, you guys. So this is looking like it's going to be a pretty transformative month for you. It's a pretty major shift that you guys are moving through as you kick off the month of January. So at the beginning of the month here, we have the message of death and rebirth. So the energy of death is very much about kind of like letting go of things from the past which no longer serve us. Maybe for some of you, you're setting the intention at the beginning of this year of like, I'm letting go of 2020. I'm letting go of whatever negative energy that I moved through in that year. I'm leaving it in the past and I'm moving into like this new fresh beginning, a new fresh energy for myself, right? So this can be about kind of like leaving behind the things that no longer serve us in order for us to welcome in new positive change and new positive energy. But the thing about death that's important to know, you guys, is that death is usually an energy that's like, it's happening no matter what. It's like a transformation or a change that's occurring within our lives that's almost like imminent, if that makes sense. So it comes through in order to like purge out anything that's no longer serving us. And sometimes it kind of pushes us into things that are better for us. So you guys are definitely welcoming in this change as we kick off your month of January. And I love this card because this talks about death and rebirth, meaning like something is dying off, yes, but this is so that you can be able to call in something that's even better for you, a rebirth, a transformation of yourselves or for something in your life as well. Now, as we move through the middle of the month here, we have the King of Wands energy. And intuitively, what I'm feeling here, you guys, is that this transformation, I feel like it has to do with you guys being more strong and more confident in yourselves. I feel like you guys are transforming toward the middle of January into somebody who's a much more confident person, a confident leader, somebody who's not afraid to stand in their power. somebody who's very passionate. I feel like you guys are becoming somebody that other people want to kind of like follow. Other people are just going to be very drawn to you because you have this magnetic personality and because you have this sense of confidence. I keep seeing the lion here kind of lurking behind this king's shoulder. And so lions, for me, also have to do with being courageous as well. So there's something going on with you guys in January that's calling for you to transform to this King of Wands kind of energy, where it's like maybe in the past we struggled with some of these qualities and characteristics, but as we're moving through the month of January, you're kind of becoming more confident in yourselves and really being called to stand in your power. Signs wise, you guys, King of Wands are representing the fire signs. This could be a Leo, Sag, Aries of significance in your life as well. That's playing a role in your January month. But this could also just have to do with the transformation of you, as we were talking about here. Also, side note, death is the sign of Scorpio, so maybe there's a Scorpio of significance here as well. But either way, as we move through the ending of the month here, we're encountering the Six of Swords here. And so the Six of Swords energy, you guys, this is about kind of moving on. So it's like you guys have this theme of like, let me move on. It's like there's this realization that something needs to change, and then you're like standing in your power, confronting this change head on in the middle of January. And now toward the ending of January, this is about releasing and letting go, moving forward, moving on to greener pastures, to calmer waters. You know, this Six of Swords, you know, you can see it's very dark and ominous behind her, but she's moving toward the light. You can see this light here toward the bottom right corner. So it's like she's moving toward the light and moving towards something that's a little bit more calm for herself. So this could also have to do with you guys maybe moving or traveling, because you can see here that this person has like bags in her little boat. She's definitely moving or traveling or going somewhere. So this could be of significance for you guys as well. But I see this as you guys leaving behind this old energy that's no longer serving you, leaving behind something from the past that was causing a lot of friction in your life or a lot of discomfort for you, maybe a lot of turbulent energy. You're leaving it behind and you're moving forward with a sense of confidence, okay? So next we have the message of authenticity, beautiful energy. And then we have the message of trust. Okay, so you guys, what I'm seeing here, how these kind of relate to your energy for the month of January, we have authenticity. Who I am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. And that's kind of what I was seeing this death, this rebirth, this transformation that you're going through as. I feel like this transformation is about you guys finally feeling confident to be able to be who you are. And I feel like you guys are this King of Wands in your spirit, right? You are this person who is a confident, strong, magnetic leader who is fearless, and you can take on any challenge that is presented your way. And I think that this is about you guys finally being able to be yourselves. I'm noticing too, there's a lot of blue energy in the two oracle cards that came out. So part of being authentic is being able to speak your truth. It's being able to vocalize without fear who you are, what you believe, what you stand for. And I want to just be really real with you that, you know, in this day and age, it is very hard to be authentic to who you are because there are so many criticisms out there, especially if you guys are trying to like, you know, speak up or wake people up to the truth of what's really going on in the world right now, or just anything, right? It could be anything. It may not even be that big, right? It could just be something to do with your immediate circle, right? But you have to be able to speak it, because the card says in thought, word, and deed. So I'm genuinely feeling like this transformation you guys are moving through in January is about you being able to be authentic to you, okay? And then we have the message of trust. I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. I think a lot of you guys are kind of like moving through this change, and you are really relying on your faith, whatever that is for you, whether it's religion you are interested in, whether you guys are spiritual in nature. It's almost like this energy of surrendering and knowing like this transformation's happening. I'm going to confront it head on, right? I'm going to embrace this and just trust and know that no matter what I'm going through, I'm moving towards safety. Okay. So now we're going to look and see what your little fortune cookie cards say. All right. So first we have the message of care required. This says, ground yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. That's interesting. So just like a little word of advice coming through there. And we'll put this here. You guys know me. I have to be like OCD about everything. Ooh, and then we have the message of love life. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart as difficult situations will be resolved in a good decision. Very interesting. So those are just a couple little fortunes popping up for you guys for the month of January. So you guys, with this care required, I think that this makes a lot of sense because you guys are moving through a change this month, but I do feel like you're doing it from a very logical perspective with the Six of Swords. This is all about our mentality. This is all about moving through things with a very like cool-headed, level-headed kind of strategy, if that makes sense. So I can see here that you guys are kind of being careful, confident but careful as you move through the change. It's like there's a boldness here with this King of Wands, but I don't really see you guys making a lot of bold moves necessarily, if that makes sense, because the king, even though he is a bold king, he's standing here kind of at a still, like very still, if that makes sense. And then we have the love life energy. So for some of you guys, there could be something going on in your love life this month of significance. We are going to be moving into a love specific reading for the month of January. So I would definitely recommend checking that out whenever that gets uploaded so that you can see maybe a little bit more insight into what's going on in your love life. But this particular message is talking about how if you're going through a struggle or a conflict in your love life in the month of January, it's going to be resolved. And I'm definitely seeing a lot of that resolving energy coming through for you guys as well. So our last message is going to be your guidance or advice. And for you guys, pile 1, we have it is what it is. Wow. Okay. Powerful. So I feel like this really aligns so well with your reading, you guys. It is what it is. This is about accepting something for what it is. Accepting the fact that we're moving through a change, we're moving through a transition, right? Not trying to resist it. And I think this is also just echoing this message here of trust. You know, this is about moving toward the new door that's opening up for you, moving toward whatever this new chapter is that's opening up for you, and trusting that it just is what it is, right? Like, it's here, it's coming, it's imminent. I'm not going to try to fight it. I'm just going to surrender and move through it the way that feels the most authentic to me. And that's kind of the guidance or advice that I'm seeing for you guys as you navigate through your month of January, pile 1. So this is beautiful energy, very transformative. I think these are all the messages coming through for you, pile 1. So please let me know how this reading resonated for you in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when I'm uploading new content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey there, group number 2. So if you guys chose this little opalite crystal, let's go ahead and see what's headed your way in the month of January. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor. I had a feeling he was going to show up in somebody's reading. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, let's see. Pile 2. So pile 2, in the month of January, here's what I'm seeing for you guys. You guys are starting off your month here with the message of the Page of Pentacles. So a couple messages coming through for this, you guys. Page of Pentacles reverse. This is kind of like when we are experiencing maybe being in a little bit of a rut. Maybe we're just not really feeling super interested in trying something or doing something new. Maybe we're feeling a little bit lazy right now. This could have to do with really anything going on in your life, whether it's career, whether it's like, you know, something to do with financial matters, because it is the Pentacles. But Page of Pentacles specifically, especially in my experience, has to do with like studying, learning, kind of seeking knowledge on particular topics, or maybe even like some sort of higher education type of experience, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely getting the vibe here that there's some blocked energy for you guys as you start off the month of January, specifically when it comes to things like learning, seeking out information, seeking out knowledge, kind of like being really, really curious. It's like we're starting off the month kind of blocking that. There's like a little bit of this lack of curiosity, if that makes sense. Or for some of you guys, like I mentioned, this could also be about you guys just kind of finding yourself in a little bit of a rut, like kind of knowing that you need to take a new direction, knowing that you need to take a new path, but maybe you guys are just kind of feeling like uncertain about how you're going to do it. For some of you guys as well watching this, I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles also coming through as maybe like some sort of news, because pages in the traditional tarot have to do with like messengers, right? They come in and they deliver a message. They come in and they deliver some sort of news. And because this Page of Pentacles is in reversed, I'm seeing this as some sort of news coming in for you guys that's either delayed or maybe some sort of news coming in that's not the best news, not necessarily the brightest news that you wanted to hear, if that makes sense. So lots of messages coming through, but kind of take what resonates for you specifically. You'll know what's the right message for you if you're watching this. Toward the middle of your month here, we move to the energy of the Emperor. So this is the message of kind of, structure. This is a message of rules, regulations, sometimes restrictions. There's a lot of strictness and discipline that comes along with this card. So I'm definitely getting a vibe that a lot of you guys are like moving out of this kind of lazy energy. Not that you're lazy, but we all go through it, right? There's something toward the middle of the month that's kind of challenging you to maybe set up a little bit more structure, set up a little bit more boundaries in your life, lay down a foundation for something new and different. I'm also seeing this, you guys, as kind of a more maybe global energy impacting you guys as well, because the energy of the Emperor, like I was saying, it does rule things like restrictions, mandates, orders, rules, regulations, things like that. And because he's like sitting on this, it almost looks like he's sitting on the world or sitting on this chessboard. I don't know. I'm almost kind of seeing this for some of you guys as like the middle of January. These are kind of like bigger, more global forces that are trying to like control or that are putting some sort of maybe like rules, regulations, restrictions in your life. And maybe you guys are kind of feeling this as you kick off the month anyway, which is why you're kind of starting off in this Page of Pentacles reverse, where you're just feeling like kind of stuck in a rut, not really sure how you're going to move around this or navigate around this. But the positive side here is that you're ending the month of January here with this Queen of Swords energy. So this is a very discerning energy. I love this Queen of Swords because she's very peaceful. She's here. She's kind of observing out into the distance. She's kind of contemplative, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of feeling that you guys are taking whatever winds of change are thrown your way, or whatever maybe restriction or boundary or whatever's been put in place. If you're perceiving this as a challenge, I'm seeing you guys toward the end of the month of January being a lot more clear-minded about it, being a lot more discerning about what the right choice is to make or the next steps are to take. Kind of just seeing things through a fresh perspective, through fresh eyes, but not necessarily being gullible. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like with this Page of Pentacles, maybe you guys are starting off this month in a little bit of this gullible energy of like, well, whatever's going on is going on, and, I'm just going to take it for what it is, and you're not really doing your own research on whatever this is. But toward the end of the month, I definitely see a big shift in that, where you're kind of stepping up more into your power, and you're becoming a lot more clear about what it is that you need to do, okay? So let's see what else comes through with your oracle messages. Ooh, okay, so we have the message of beauty. We love that. And then we have the message of letting go. Beautiful energy, pile 2. Let me move this so it's centered. You guys know me, I'm very OCD about stuff like this. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry you guys can see my little stand. Oh, I'll just ignore that. All right, so the message of beauty, this is awesome, you guys. So this does tell me that there's going to be some bright spots in your month of January. This says, I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. So I definitely see this as you guys finding a way to kind of like be yourselves and be kind of like allowing yourselves to show who you truly are. I also kind of see this Emperor energy as representing your energy as well. Both of these cards have the number 4, and 4s have to do with like stability, laying down a foundation, right? So we talked about all the things the Emperor can be, and they can also be representing like setting down a foundation. So maybe toward the middle of this month, you guys are kind of moving into a space where it's like, you know what? I started off the month, I was in a little bit of a rut, but now it's time for me to sort of take control of what's going on in my life, and I'm going to do it by being my most authentic self and creating something beautiful for myself as well. And then we also have this energy here of letting go. So this says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Beautiful. I see that as really correlating very well with this message of the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is a person who, yes, she's very contemplative, she's discerning, she's definitely very wise, but this is also an energy of somebody who has been through a lot. And because this person has been through a lot of trials and tribulations in their life, this is why they have such a wise, discerning, kind of clear-minded, logical perspective and energy toward things. So you guys are definitely letting something go in the month of January, and I'm kind of seeing it as this energy of this Page of Pentacles reverse. So whether this was bad news that you guys got, or whether this was just an energy that you guys were stuck in for a little while, by the end of the month of January, you're letting it go and you're much more clear-headed about what's going on here. So let's take a look at your little fortune cookie cards. All right, so the message of difficult times: be on your guard against chaos as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. So it definitely feels, that sounds really ominous, you guys, so please don't freak out about that. I definitely see this as there is some sort of challenge you guys are struggling with as you're navigating through the month of January. And I feel like it has to do with this transition here from the Page of Pentacles reverse to the Emperor. But again, like as you guys are moving toward the ending of this month, you're definitely, you're letting it go. You're taking a much more wise approach to how you're solving whatever problem it is that you're experiencing. Ooh, and then we have the message of love. It says, love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. Beautiful. So some of you guys could have something significant happening in your love life this month as well. Pile 1 had a similar thing pop up in their reading. So stay tuned, you guys, because I am going to be posting a specific love reading for the month of January. And I would definitely recommend checking back to see what's coming through for you more specifically with love. But I love that this card has the message of commitment here, because I definitely kind of see this Emperor energy as an energy of commitment as well. Remember, we're going from Page of Pentacles reverse to the Emperor. This is again about like committing to something, grounding yourself, taking control of a situation. And this could have to do with your love life, but it could also have to do with other aspects as well. So last but not least, let's tap in and see what your advice card is for January. Ooh, okay. We have the message of ears wide open. Very cool. So I feel like as you guys are guiding yourselves through the month of January, you're really being called to listen. Okay, I love this card. Keep your ears wide open. It's one of those little foxes that has really big ears. So I'm getting a vibe here that you guys are really being called to listen, of course, but listen intently and listen stealthily. Because if you think of a fox, they're very stealthy, they're very sly. They kind of like move around in the dark. That's when they're the most active. Very strategic type of animal, okay? So I'm definitely getting a message here for you guys that as you are moving through this month of January, you need to move in silence and you need to be strategic about what you're doing and really make sure that you are listening. Literally listening for any like little detail of information that's going to help you to get ahead. And I feel like this is what's going to kind of help you guys as you move through maybe some of the challenges that are thrown onto your path as you move through the month of January. So this definitely looks like a very interesting month ahead. Pile 2, please let me know how this message resonated with you in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you guys know when I'm uploading new content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. So if you guys chose this clear quartz, let's go ahead and see what is headed your way in the month of January 2021. Okay. So we start off your month here with the 3 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords. All right, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, pile 3. Pile 3 and lots of 3s in your reading as well. Let me, before we get started here, pile 3, I'm looking something up for you. Because you guys have, it looks like you have some intense energy you're moving through this month, but I want to get you a little bit of clarity. Okay. So I wanted to look up for you guys what the number 3 means. Okay, I'm still kind of learning all the angel numbers, and this number is not one that I've had a ton of experience with yet. So I just pulled this up on my phone so you can see. Angel number 3 attempts to draw your attention to the spiritual world. It deals with self-confidence and trusting your abilities. That's very interesting. So the number 3, let's see, reminds of the oneness and link between mind, body, spirit, and is closely aligned with the energy of the divine and the ascended master. So definitely a big spiritual month ahead for you guys, pile 3. And I can see why, this number is coming up as significant for you, because it definitely feels like you guys are going to be moving through some pretty intense energy this month. But don't worry, because as I said at the beginning, you're not destined to this reading. You guys can always switch up your energy and get a little bit different outcome. But we are going to pull a lot of advice messages for you as well. So we start off your month here with the 3 of Wands reverse. So when I think of the 3 of Wands reverse, this is kind of like not being able to expand, not really being able to go somewhere, not being able to travel, or just kind of something that you are wanting to kind of plan, maybe getting canceled. There's some sort of a blockage here to you guys being able to kind of move forward with an idea, or move forward maybe with like a vacation or plans or something like that. It's like the word canceled keeps coming to mind. It's like a blockage here. It's like a blockage, or maybe it could almost be like a limited belief system that you guys are struggling with in January as you start off the month, about like maybe feeling like you can't do certain things, or you can't grow or go in a certain direction. And I feel like you guys could be ruminating a little bit on the past, because I'm seeing, this card is reversed, but the figure in the card is facing more of the past direction. So there could be something you guys are coming off of in the month of December that's making you feel like blocked, or some sort of energy or event coming in that's making it so that you can't go where you want to go or be where you want to be, okay? Excuse me. Now, we move here to the middle of your month here with the 3 of Swords energy. So 3 of Swords is a pretty painful energy, you guys. Like, this is about, things like harsh truths is what's coming to mind here. I think of things like heartbreak, betrayal, sadness, just moving through a very painful time. Not something that we want to always go through. Now, I will say this card varies in intensity depending on the person and depending on the situation. So for some people, I know this card literally means like the worst thing ever could happen. For me personally, whenever I've gotten the 3 of Swords, it's about like me kind of being stuck in my own head. It's got a very unique meaning to me specifically, but it's like me being stuck in my own head and getting myself so worked up over something that I'm literally suffering. You know what I mean? So take what resonates with you. This card can have a lot of different meanings and lots of different intensities depending on what it is. But I definitely am kind of seeing that this lack of growth, this lack of expansion, or this inability for you guys to maybe do something that you want to do is causing you a lot of pain as you move through the middle of the month of January. But remember, we had the message of the 3, which is all about you guys kind of connecting to your higher selves, having your body, mind, and spirit in alignment, right? So I think that as you guys are moving through this energy, you're really being guided to make sure that you are tapped into your spirituality, tapped into your crown chakra, tapped into the bigger picture of maybe like why this is happening, so that you can be able to better understand the bigger picture and the reasoning behind it, because everything happens for a reason, right? And, heartbreak or, tough times are what helps us to grow and evolve and learn lessons that better us for the future. So as we move toward the ending of your month of January here, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is telling me, you guys, that there's actually a lot of potential here for you to be able to grow something new, maybe lay down new roots, be able to invest in something new, some sort of opportunity. But it almost feels intuitively to me like you could be blocking it because you're not necessarily seeing it. You've got your back turned to it, if that makes sense. You're more focused on whatever this was. And so you may not be seeing this opportunity that's being presented to you, but it's here, okay? This is blocked potential. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if we're able to kind of shift our mindset, just turn around and look, the universe wants to offer you this pentacle. Let's see what else comes through. So we have the message of confidence, okay? again, we have the message of good cheer. Beautiful. So there's a lot of positivity that you guys have potential to experience this month as well. And I'm also intuitively feeling there's a lot of orange energy here. So this has to do with your lower chakras. So maybe this does have to do with we've got the pentacles, this is about moving, growth, expansion. Sacral chakra energy has to do with like our creativity, our sexuality, things like that. Kind of like how we push ourselves to make moves and move in confidence in the world. So I'm wondering if you guys need to work a little bit on your lower chakras this month. And the way that you're going to do that is through kind of loosening up. You know what I mean? Because this energy it's tough. You know what I mean? I don't want to discredit the fact that you guys could be moving through something that feels really hard to move through. But I feel like the way that you guys are going to get through it is by doing fun things. So we have this message of good cheer. It says, with kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule. So mote it be. So I think you guys are really being guided here to connect with friends, connect with family, connect with people, and put yourself in situations where you can have a lot of fun and kind of tap into that fun, flowing energy again. We have the message of confidence here. This says, by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. So again, this is a message here that like we want to move through the situation with confidence, maybe taking more control of the situation, finding a more creative solution through it. Again, we have a lot of that sacral energy here, which has to do with your creativity and your drive. So whatever it is that's like not working out in your favor, remember you've got this potential here that you're not even seeing because you're so focused on maybe like what went wrong. So I feel like you guys need to find some sort of creative solution, or you will be finding some sort of creative solution as you're moving through this energy. So from your fortune cookie cards, first we have the message of friendship. It says, a friend needs your help, your kindness, and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Wow, you guys. So I feel like that matches so well with the message of good cheer. So a couple messages coming through here. Maybe this Three of Swords energy is you guys actually supporting a friend that's going through a tough time. Maybe it's not necessarily you that's the focal point here, but maybe it's somebody that's close to you that you're supporting this month, and that's taking up a lot of your energy. For others of you, this is guidance here that you have people in your life that are there to support you. So if you guys are finding yourselves moving through some tough energy or going through a hard time, you have friends that are here to back you up and to help talk you through whatever it is that's going on, providing that support. Ooh, we also have manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. You see, you guys, what did I say about that Ace of Pentacles? You guys actually have a lot of potential for abundance this month with that Ace of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. And I feel like it's because we are distracted by something that's bothering us as we're moving through this month. Sorry, you guys, my phone just went, my other phone just went off. Sorry. Kind of goes to show like distractions, right? I just got distracted by my phone, by that message that just came through. So it's like you guys, I think, are getting distracted by something painful, and maybe justifiably so, but you need to be able to kind of see the positive side of things, because you're missing opportunities that could manifest into more for you if you were just paying a little bit closer attention and kind of, again, loosening up just a bit. So here's some advice for you. And we have the advice of roots of abundance. You guys, this is so beautiful. So yeah, a couple messages I'm getting already from this, you guys. Again, like there's a lot of potential for you to grow something really abundant for yourself this month. When I think of roots, I think of the home life. And I kind of got a vibe here that the beginning of the month could have had to do with some sort of moving or traveling that maybe you had planned. But this is telling me that there's still that potential for you to have what you want. You just need to kind of maybe ground yourself a little bit here. And that was coming through as well with some of the lower chakra colors that we were seeing here. I think it's going to be really important that you guys do really nice grounding practices as you're moving through the month. So not only engaging in fun activities, things that make you feel really free and kind of like loosen up a little bit, enjoyment, fun, passions, creativity, things like that, but also like literal grounding. So like going out in nature, spending some time outside, putting your bare feet in the ground, like it's going to help you to feel more connected in with, you know, the truth of what's going on. Let's see. We also have being stabilized by deep roots, anchoring yourself and feeling secure in your life, trust and belief in abundance. Yeah. So I think, again, you guys, this is, it may be a month where you feel like you're faced with some challenges, but just know that in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of things, you actually have a lot of abundant energy surrounding you through friendships, through fun energies, through this Ace of Pentacles opportunity that's like literally right in front of you. It's just going to be about how you guys kind of ground yourself and better manage the anxieties that you're moving through. That's going to kind of determine the greater outcome that you're able to achieve as you move through January. So pile 3, I would love to know how this message resonated with you. Please drop me a comment down below and let me know. If you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you all know when I'm uploading new content. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey there, group number 4. So if you all chose the little smoky quartz crystal, let's go ahead and see what is coming in for you in the month of January 2021. All right, so we start off here with the message of the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Ah! Lots of cards dropping everywhere. Sorry, guys. I'm like a hot mess during these readings lately. Okay, so pile 4. So in the month of January, I see you guys starting off in a really positive space here. We start off your reading with the 3 of Pentacles. So this has to do with doing hard work, creating something, possibly a creative endeavor of some sort. I'm also seeing a lot of collaborative energy here with this 3 of Pentacles. So this could be you all collaborating with a group of people or with another person on something work related, something creative related, like a hobby or an interest. This could also have to do with your career. So maybe some of you are doing group projects and things like that. But either way, I see you guys kind of like hard at work, doing something that you actually enjoy, building something with some other people, really flexing the skills of teamwork, partnership, feeling kind of supported as well, which is also, a great energy to be kicking off our month in. I think we all like to feel supported, right? As we move through the middle of the month of January, you guys are represented here by this 5 of Cups energy. So I definitely think that there could be moments as you guys move through January where things feel maybe like they're not as positive as you want them to be. Maybe something happens that makes you feel a little bit disappointed or makes you feel like you want to just dump all of your cups down the drain here, kind of like what she's doing. So for some of you guys, I kind of see this as maybe the project or whatever it is that you're building and working on. Maybe there's something that falls through with that. Maybe you try to create something, you get to a space where it's almost complete, and then you're like, ugh, this isn't actually going to work in real life. So now I have to dump it all out and start over. But either way, there's definitely this energy of challenge coming in the middle of the month of January where you kind of are feeling maybe a little bit disappointed or less optimistic about something that's going on in your life with this 3 of Pentacles energy. But the positive thing is I see you guys really coming out on the other side of this with the Ace of Swords as you round out the month of January. So what I'm seeing here is a breakthrough, a moment of mental clarity. And I think this makes a lot of sense because the 5 of Cups is about our emotions, right? This is about feeling like kind of bummed about something, disappointed, depressed, any of those words can resonate depending on the situation, right? And so the Ace of Swords is telling us that from a mental perspective, we're achieving a lot of clarity. We're kind of cutting through the emotions, and now we've processed through it. We're thinking more clearly. We're thinking more logically about something. I feel like you guys are probably seeing something from a much fresher perspective, maybe from a perspective that you've not been able to see it before. So let's see what else you guys have this month. So we have the message of psychic protection. Wow. Okay. And then we have the message of sensuality. Ooh. So I think with sensuality, you guys, I'm definitely picking up on some creative energy coming through this month. And I'm also seeing that with sensuality, I think creatively, this could be talking about this 3 of Pentacles with you guys putting a lot of passionate, fun energy into whatever it is you're working on. But I'm also seeing sensuality as you guys having this as a tool to use as you are navigating through maybe some of the challenges that you're experiencing toward the middle of the month. It's like about, how do I manage this? And it's like coming to this level of clarity that like, I need to infuse more fun and positive energy into my life, some lighthearted energy into my life. And you guys, trust me, I know it's really hard right now. There's like a lot of heavy energy that's like impacting us as a collective. I know I feel it every day. So even if it's not having to do with this, it's like, you know, you've got personal stuff on top of the collective stuff, and it can feel like a lot, you know? So I think as much as you guys can, this month is going to be really important for you to infuse like some fun, kind of free-flowing energy back into your day-to-day. So whether this is like you guys doing something that you love, doing something that you feel creatively inspired to do, but just it's like about infusing that element of fun back into your life. So then we have the message here of psychic protection. This says, around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. I love this, you guys. So this is just a message of reassurance that like, no matter what it is that you are going through, I'm really being drawn to this 5 of Cups here. You know, you are being protected this month. So just know that if something is happening with this group of people, or something is happening where you're feeling left out in the cold, or you're feeling down in the dumps, you know, you are safe. There are, you know, spirits out there that are protecting you. Your guides are, if you believe in your guides, are out there protecting you. No harm is going to come your way. And I think you guys will probably have more clarity with that as you move toward the ending of the month and kind of pull yourself out of this 5 of Cups. Let's see what else we get from your fortune cookie cards. So we have the message of luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. This is beautiful energy, you guys. I'm seeing this, especially with that message of networking. I feel like this 3 of Pentacles can also talk about networking, because this is about like connecting with other people to sort of like expand your horizons and being able to like, I don't know, like just kind of put yourself out there and talk to people that you wouldn't normally talk to. Networking can be really positive for you guys this month, because I think especially from a work perspective, if things get a little shaky with work, then you're going to have other people that you can reach out to and kind of like network within your network to help find other opportunities, right? And I'm also noticing how all of these people are kind of like, they're kind of like tied together with a yarn here, which is making me think of a network. So I think that networking is really going to be important for you guys to just make sure that you are just keeping all of your options open as you move through the month. Whoa, so we have sexuality. I love the synchronicity here. So this says, existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could also lead to trouble. This says a child will bring great joy. Awesome. So there's a lot of messages that are popping up within that card. I will share with you guys, almost every pile got a message about love life from these fortune cookie cards. So just stay tuned, because I am going to be posting a January love specific reading. So you guys are definitely going to want to check in on that one, so you can see some more specific insight into your love life in January. But this is flat out saying it. Like, some of you guys could end up finding that you have feelings for like a friend. Some of you guys could be just feeling passionate towards somebody next month or this month coming through. There's also messages here if you're single about just making sure not to fall into temptation. So lots of messages coming through with that energy. But I think, again, I think it just really corresponds here with this message of sensuality, about you guys needing to kind of infuse some fun back into your life. Because toward the middle of your month, it's not looking so fun. So our last message here is going to be your advice. Wow, and we have the message of willing release. This is beautiful, you guys. So I think specifically as you all are navigating through this 5 of Cups in the middle of your month, there's an energy here of almost like being willing to let it go. When I think of a willing release, this is like, okay, I'm ready to let something go. I'm ready to blow something away. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get rid of whatever negativity it is in my life that's no longer serving me. And that's kind of the guidance I'm seeing that you guys want to allow to help you as you move through the month of January. So this is about just being willing to let go of things that are no longer serving you, being willing to let go of emotions that are no longer serving you, and being able to kind of call in and transform into something new and better. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy for you, pile 4. I would love to know how this message resonated with you in the comments down below. So please leave me a comment and let me know. If you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you guys know when I'm uploading new content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.